Hi guys, Figure-Boi here, back with another video. It's pretty late, straight after midnight, but I was like, you know what the heck, instead of doing a short, I'll actually do a video. Trying to think what the actual last, video was, and I'm pretty certain, in terms of longer videos, it was the Comic-Con haul. But for this one, we've got a bit of a Funko Shop haul. And before you have a bit of a, if anyone that's actually been following like Funko Europe and all that, I did not actually get this Wanda from Funko Europe. Man, I wish I could have gotten this from Funko Europe, but it seems to me that Funko Europe has no intention of actually stocking it. I don't know if they've actually got stock and they're just hiding it, or they literally haven't got like a delivery for it, even though this figure has been out for months now. I'm pretty certain Pop Culture must have got it in at some point and it's sold out there, so there's no chance of importing it. Yes, I long story short, I resorted to Amazon. I mean, it was 40 quid, but it went down by 5 quid. And even though it's like 35 quid is a lot for one figure, I was like, you know what, sod it. It's like, I can't be bothered to wait anymore. And if it's like next day delivery, rather than having to wait like 2-3 days for it, so be it. You know, because it could come to Funko Europe or Game or wherever it's supposed to be exclusive to and be gone by the time I get there. So, I mean, even if I'm keeping tabs on like Funko Europe and stuff like that, you know what it's like. I mean, with the Matt Murdock, like when it dropped, like it initially said that it sold out within 2 minutes, but obviously I refused to believe that, and I kept refreshing the page, and sure enough, it was just a glitch. So, like, RIP to all those people that actually thought that it legitimately sold out within 2 minutes. It didn't. It was obviously just a glitch. Luckily, I'm very smart. I like to think I'm smart, so I refused to believe that was a possibility. So yeah, at least, you know, if it does actually drop, I have Wanda now. But like I said, these two did actually come from Funko Europe. The Avatar one for free with this big soda bag, Loungefly, whatever. If you spend like over 80, yeah, it was over 80 quid, you get a free figure. And I already have, what's her name in the collection over there? Is it Neytiri? I don't know. I haven't watched Avatar for a very long time. Thought it was overrated, but I just have a thing for blue women. And if you remember that Widowmaker short, I was like, you know what? If they're offering this one for free, might as well just go for it. At least I have the duo. Here's the other characters you can get. Oh, it is neat. Oh, I figured it'd say on the back of the box. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but who cares? She's not a Pokemon. I'd say Pokemon, but I think we won't go down that route. And we have Ralph Wiggum, which surprisingly just happened to come back in stock after like 2 years. And when it first dropped, I missed out on it, and I kind of just forgot about it over time. But yeah, they got it, and I thought, well, I might as well get it, and it's sold out again. But it looks as though it looked like as though they got stock in from France or something. Or maybe they had some leftover stock from overseas, and they were just like, you know what, we'll just send it to Funko Europe over here, England, or whatever, and just, you know, get it out of the way. Just get rid of it all, I imagine, even though they were charging 16 quid for it. You know, I think it's worth it, because Ralph Wiggum is an iconic Simpsons character, and there's so many memes surrounding him. And here we have another soda, just a common, but this is a version of Princess Leia that I don't actually have. The chase is her with the medal that she fails to give Chewbacca at the end of the movie. It's almost like, I think she looks better with the medal, but they should have made her like a diamond collection figure as well. It just seems really lazy not to, because it's just like, with the white dress, I think glitter would have really improved this. But I don't know if this is the only layer that they'll ever make. But obviously, who am I, Snape? I think they should do a slave layer, because they're doing a lot of Return of the Jedi merch now. I probably will end up getting Slave Layer merch at some point, like Funko. I've got like a mini figure, but I had the chance to get the original Slave Layer pop, like back in the day at Worlds Apart in Liverpool. It was in the blue box, you know the OG blue box, not like the re-release box. But I put it back because I didn't like it. I've already got Yoda instead. Like, if I knew how rare it'd be, maybe I would have bought it, but I just felt awkward about it at the time. I totally should have gotten it, but then again, I didn't bother to get the re-release either, so I couldn't have really got it. Again, I think it just looked a bit tacky. And in a way, I think I've dodged a bullet by not getting the old one, because if they actually do a new one, it should just look 10 times better. Like, they've come out with a new Princess Leia from A New Hope recently, and I probably would refrain from buying an updated mould of the same figure, though. Probably will be doing that for the Scarlet Witch one. Though in my defence, they have re-released Yoda now, haven't they? In a black box. I have him in his original blue box. But I've got to think, I need to see it like a canon event. You know, it was necessary for me to pass on these, you know, would-be grails, because I wouldn't have a lot of the grails I have now if I didn't. So it's a small price to pay for salvation. That's the way I see it. So there you go. There's Leia. A bit kind of bland otherwise, really, but I feel like she's a necessary character to have. At least she bubbles. Despite being a bit top heavy, because she seems to be looking down. Well, she's a princess looking down on us peasants. So there you go. The park probably looks nicer for the blue background, because obviously this is an international one. I bought this by itself, so at least, you know, if I had actually pulled the chase, at least, you know, I didn't buy it along a lot of other cooler figures, because at the end of the day, this figure still works as it is. And she'll probably look good with the rest of the Star Wars ones I have so far. Now, I want to refrain from spoiling the cooler. So, I think I've done quite well not to accidentally pan on the chase. So the characters you have are Peter Pan, Wendy. I'm not going to do a silly voice, don't worry about it. Just listening to my voice is just me not speaking normally is probably, you know, pain. Oh, Captain Hook. I'll be having a little rant about him shortly. Smee. I didn't say Mr. Smee, so they've saved themselves, or Funko saved themselves a bit of money by not not having international releases for these, because they just have the one kind of can design or whatever. You know, save themselves money on that, and also not, you know, I don't know how much it costs to put a letter on these cans. Because I usually would say Mr. Smee, I would never say Smee by itself. I don't mean to sound like a snob. I'm not a darling, you know. Right. TikTok, but oh dear. It looks as though he was trying to eat his way out the can. Oh, my arm. I'm leaning against the table. Right, and Tinkerbell. So there you go. I mean, quite decent. I actually showed the back of these. Right. There's the right there. Why am I spinning it? Stop. So yeah, so here are the figures. Peter Pan, so clearly not a chase. Wendy, clearly not a chase. Captain Hook, clearly not a chase. Mr. Smee, clearly not a chase. And then the crocodile, TikTok, clearly not a chase. And so I wonder who it must be. Who we left with? So yeah, I got the one I wanted. But it was very bittersweet, because when I got this, I was like, I want to open, you know, the one I want the most first. And sure enough, it was the one I wanted the most. And because obviously in this soda cooler, which was 80 quid by the way, but you know what? I think it was totally worth it, because think about it, like, sodas are what? 13.99 each, you know, usually. So, it's not, and you times that by 6, that'd be over 8 quid. And considering it was 80 quid for this, coming in this bag, you know, I think that's a fair deal. So, yeah, the Pog artwork is pretty good as well, like, with the red glow and everything. And she does indeed glow, but I think I might actually save that for the thumbnail of this video. They should all stand. I mean, I was saying to my bro, who doesn't even really care for figures in general, that I'd rate this like a 6-pack an 8 out of 10. Mainly for the fact that the paint on some of these figures is pretty great. Pretty poor, but like I said, I don't mean to sound one of those like nitpicky people, but I mean, obviously you want your figures to be of high quality, but I don't think they're like little paint scruffs. Like I said, all lined up, they all look very nice, don't they? And also some of the chases are a bit lazy. So the chase for him is his shadow. The chase for her is a diamond collection. The chase for him is, the only difference is that they gave him the clock. And I realised that it's essentially just a soda version of the pop, this new pop they just released for the villains. Just absolute joke. I mean, it would have been alright if they made like him metallic on top of that. I mean, Mr. Smee, even though it's lazy because they just literally gave him things to hold, it's not nearly as bad. I mean, these two, the figure for this, the chase for this one is glow. But I'm glad I was really worth it. I might actually get the crocodile, but at least, you know, I was going to say, at least it's a chase that you can actually do something with. Wink, wink, in the sense that I can flash it with my torch in the dark, so you can actually get the glow to work. Because I remember with a lot of my earlier pops, I used to say, oh, they don't glow properly, but then I realised you got to hold them up to the light, but it works much better with a UV light torch. So, but that's just what I think. But let's actually showcase the Pog colours on this are a bit weird. I mean, I was already going to say, when I saw the pictures of this, she looks like a red hot chili pepper with like mustard pouring on her head. That's literally this is what this chase is like. You know, I don't know if anyone else, like she's like ketchup and mustard, isn't she? But I like ketchup, but I don't know about mustard though. But mayo isn't too bad. I wouldn't probably, you know, I'd usually take mayo off my burgers or whatever. Why are we talking about this? Is it me trying to be rude? Right. Remember, this is Disney. You gotta keep it family friendly. But then again, it's modern day. Sorry. There you go. Just getting all the... Damn. Can you be careful? Right. You look after these figures. You know how expensive they are. Just remember, my Ned Stark Funko Pop fell off the shelf back in the day. And he's got like the paint scraped off the side. And in the making of my Spider-Man No Way Home, in Pop video, in Pop's video, in part, right? Then again, the bloody... They lost the bloody plot. That's what they've lost. Lost the plot. But there you go. I don't know what else to say about this. But I'm guessing a lot of people tune in just want to see what chase I've pulled. There you go. I got the one that everybody, probably wants the most. And thinking of those that pulled Captain Hook, it wouldn't be too bad if you bought multiple, would it? But if you just bought the one, ooh. But hopefully someone actually thinks Captain Hook is the most inspiring chase. It shows sometimes you don't have to put the work in, and still, and it still gets a free pass. So there you go. Unless I thought I'd end it off by talking about this. The glow on this isn't perfect, but then again, maybe it's just in here. The figure came with a pop protector, and I'm a bit annoyed that it didn't come with the Entertainment Earth sticker. I'm not usually a sticker freak, but you know, at least I was able to get one really fast. Just maybe not for a decent price, but then again, this would be at bloody MCM or Wales Comic Con for 65 quid or worse with this same exact sticker. But you know, I know a lot of people don't like Doctor Strange 2, but I like Wanda, and that scene became a meme, so be it. I'll have to, and as for that Scarlet Witch with pin, if that's even going to be made, I'll have to pick that one up, and then I think I'll be done with Wanda Pops. I know you've got that cool one. I know like HMV has that, like the boring glow in the dark one, but I know there's like a cooler pose version. But I've already got a pop of her in the Scarlet Witch outfit now from the MCU. I know it's black light. Plus I have the soldier as well now, so I kind of don't want to. You know, I'd be tempted to buy it, but I think I need to give myself an intervention and to stop buying Wanda Pops, because I think it's getting a bit out of hand, so to speak. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this haul video. I wanted to keep this video under 10 minutes, but I think I might have it go for another maybe 2 minutes, maybe to just do a bit of an update, really, to close this video off. So you probably noticed that I've been doing a lot of shorts recently, mainly because I think it's easier to do, and I don't want to bore people with these videos and make these longer videos, and maybe just do them as occasional things, so you don't feel so overwhelmed. Because I need to point out that recently I reached over 100 subscribers, so we're nearly there. We're nearly at 1 trillion. But you know, I'm satisfied knowing that there are people like actually tuning into these videos. That isn't just my imaginary friend. So you know, even though I do this mainly as a hobby, really, not as a serious job. Hence why, well, I'm not getting paid to make these videos. So, if anything, I'm losing money. Because because obviously I'm doing videos showing off stuff that resulted in my bank account getting drained. So there you go, there's Tinkerbell's can. So this is who I missed out on. So yeah, like I said, I'm really grateful for anyone who watches. Like, cheers for 100 subs. Even if I'm still at 100 subs, but even if I'm not, then, you know, cheers to those imaginary subs. So there you go. I have to point out this as well. I need to forget. So he obviously has the Funko Shop sticker. Peter Pan 70 years. But I have the Diamond Collection Tinkerbell in the collection, like a pop vinyl up there somewhere. It's hiding at the back. Oh yeah, next to my flying Peter Pan, and I might get a pop of Wendy flying, only if it's the Diamond Collection one. So oh, I think I'll leave it. There you go, Disney Lounge Fly. I hate set an alarm at 8 o'clock in the morning just for Funko Europe to just post Lounge Fly stuff instead of new pops. Hate that, but like, the bag is seriously great. But yeah, I'm going to tune off now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Neverland.